the fact that we were leaving the property as is. The only way it would sell is if the buyer agreed and signed papers saying he would keep it, maintain it the way it is. But not one person addressed that. All we got hammered for was for not allowing the public to speak. Now let me tell you, I don't know about when Charlie was up here or Linda, but I love a good argument. I love a good debate. And it kills me not to let the public to speak. And the only reason I would allow that is if we had nothing we could say. And it was not because we were trying to keep anything from anybody. The whole time I've been a commissioner, if I would have known that there was a reason, the reason that we were going to not let the public speak was because we were trying to keep something from you guys, I would have been the first one to blow the lid off that in a heartbeat, and it never happened. The other thing I want to address is the Geauga Park District and everything that's going on there. I have really no clue. Matter of fact, in order to find out, I went to one of their meetings a couple months ago up here at the town hall, and just because I wanted to be informed. Now, what's going on with them and Judge Grandel and all that stuff, it may be legit, it may not, I don't know, I'm not a judge. But at the same time, I will say this, and I want it to go on record, YouTube, Facebook, I don't care. In the whole time that I've been a commissioner, I have never once, not once, been coerced, been coached, or anything like that by the judge to change any opinion, to push an agenda, anything like that. And the whole time I was a commissioner, I've talked to him twice, and once was when I was put into this position, and once because I had a question, to ask him, and I called him. And when I asked the question, he answered it, and it was done. So all I'm saying, and the point I'm making there is, I don't know what goes on in other places. I'm sure he has as much stress that he'd like, but when you start saying things like we're being coerced by Judge Grandel, there can't be a more untrue, incorrect statement. So I just want to tell you guys that I really, really hope that whatever happens from here on out, my biggest wish is for the community and the Park Commission to come together, because we are part of the community. We've been just tongue lashed in the media, things that are untrue, being quoted in the paper, and I can't believe it. You have the township trustees that are stirring the pot, saying that the judge is leading us and running the show, and we want to form a new park district because we want the people to be able. Well, that's hypocritical, because they want to run it. Not only that, it's hypocritical when you got trustees on there, got signs in their front yard about listen to the residents from Madru, and they've developed property, their own farm, family, 100 acres, I don't know. What kind of hypocrite is that? Did anybody bash him? No. You got other trustees quoting prices we paid for property, park property in this township that is totally false. Totally. And if I would have paid money like we've paid in this township for the property that has been paid, I'd be in the cheese line at the church living in a cardboard box. But the people of this township seem to think that the taxes are never ending. weren't trying to do the right thing. We were always trying to do the right thing. And don't make any mistake that there's anything different than that. And anyway, I wanna say thank you for everybody to everybody for listening to me. Most of you probably don't agree. That's fine. But I wanna say thank you to everybody for giving me the opportunity to be one of the park commissioners. I wish everybody well, and thank you.
Well, I'll just chime in briefly here. Dave's gonna sit here on the board in his current role through the end of this meeting. And I'm sad to see him go. And to both Dave and Charles, I thank you, because you've been great partners, you've been great residents, and you've been great about volunteering countless hours of your personal time for this great cause for our parks. So I thank you both, and I commend both of you for what you've given of your time and your talent, as well as your treasure. The only other new business I have is to mention that our volunteer high school student, Olivia, will be graduating this year. She's been managing our website and doing an excellent job with it. And at the upcoming Board of Education meeting on the 24th, correct, Charlie? And I believe it's at 7:30? 7. We will recognize Olivia for her contributions and thank her and just give her a great send-off for her going away to college. And I believe she's going to Findlay College. She's an equestrian at heart, so it's a great match. So other than that, I believe that closes new business. I can't think of anything else at hand right now, so let's move into the financial items. Let me see here. Motion 2017-39. I move to have one signer for park board expenses going forward until we change our board design and membership. That's moved and seconded.
Mr. Genski?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Motion passes.
2017-40. I move to have checks written 996 through 998.
Those are to be voided.
Those are voided?
Yes.
Word.
Okay. Sorry, I misread that.
Yeah.
My mistake there. So we're still at 2017-40. I move to approve checks number. Yes, we're going to say
I'm
something.
so sorry. Can you move to void those two and then go to the approval?
Oh, sure. Thank you. We will move to void checks 996, 997, and 998.
Just 996 and 998.
Sorry. Go ahead, I'll get this right before, let's do it again just for,
Okay.
I moved to void checks, I thought that was a through, my apologies, through 996 and 998. You second that?
Yes, yes,
Okay, that was a hard send-off, wasn't it?
Mr. Genski?
second, yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes. Now let's move to approve and sign checks 997, 999, and 1,000 from the First National Bank account, and check number 151 from the Middlefield Bank account.
Second,
Mr. Genski?
yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Great, thank you. My apologies for the confusion. Now, public comment. Anybody who would like to make a comment, please come forward, state your name and address.
I will make a comment.
Come forward, please.
My name is Martha Dempsey. I live on Dines Road next to Parkland. And I appreciate your heartfelt feelings on that. So perhaps what's best is for the community, so that there isn't any misunderstandings from this point forward, is to always allow public comment at the meetings, like we're doing right now, and also move the meetings back to Russell Public Buildings instead of in this location, because I know that Russell has a requirement that, you do always allow public comment, so in that spirit, let's move our meetings back to Russell Township facilities.
May I address your
Sure.
comments?